guys! So I have been meaning to film this video for like forever. I mean, I only had it for 10 days, but you know, I got a new car. So I did mention it in my last live, but I never really got to show you guys the car. And I also never got to tell you the little backstory behind me getting this specific car. So I thought that would be fun. I just really want to like share with you guys the fact that sometimes when you really want something, it's just like things work in a weird way. You need to have a little bit of faith as well. So let me show you my car before we get into the chatty part of the video. It's a Toyota Yaris 2012 model, but it is in incredible condition. It is such a sunny day here in Melbourne, like oh my god, but it's cold. It's cold, but it's sunny. Isn't she beautiful, guys? Isn't she beautiful? I absolutely love her. I just, oh my god. And that's like the whole point of the story I want to show you guys, because it's just, you know, sometimes, but yay! And you guys have to tell me, does it suit me? So guys, what do you guys think? Oh my god, I got a pink car. Like, it's pink. It's like, you go out on the street and it's pretty clear it's you. So I really wanted to share a little backstory about my car with you guys, and I just find it very, I don't know, it's kind of one of those weird things in life where you don't really expect something to happen, but at the same time you're like set, like your heart is just set on it. I'm gonna kind of go back and forth a little bit, just a little bit. So when I saw the ad for this car, I saw it on the day we went and literally decided to buy it. Like, saw the ad, made the phone call, went, saw it, decided to buy it, that was it. I fell in love with it. I just had to have it. Well, the moment I saw it, it was like, I felt like it was mine before I even like arranged to buy it. And like, it's kind of the crazy part of this whole thing. So let's backtrack a bit now. Back in 2015, when me and my husband were living here in Australia, we were on our own. We spent a year here in Australia together before heading back to Greece and finding out I'm pregnant. Fun times. So before all of that happened, we were here in Australia. We were renting a small apartment. Money-wise, we were pretty much broke, practically. I mean, we could pay our rent, and that was probably about it. Like, paid our rent and very basic needs. We did not have the money to even contemplate, like, getting things like a car or getting things that were, like, you know. So, basic necessities, rent. Also bought a car at the time for, like, $700, $750 something, really cheap. And that was basically because my husband did have to get to work. We did have to be able to move around. So that was pretty much all we could afford, like a $700 car. So during that time, that period of time where we literally had nothing, but it was only the two of us, so really it didn't really matter to us, if that makes sense. When it's just the two of you, it's like, it's okay. You can kind of get through that stage. Because I wasn't working, I was still trying to sort out a few other issues, but I'll probably make a whole other video on that topic if you guys are interested in just the, yeah, like the difficulties and the interesting little things that we went through during our year in Australia back in 2015. So as far as the car was concerned, we visited my aunt often, and near my aunt's house there was a Toyota dealership. So there was the new car dealership on one side of the road, and across the other side it had a used cars dealership by Toyota though. So as we were passing one day, I saw this car. It had been put up on like one of those ramps that they kind of put outside dealerships to like highlight a vehicle that they think is, you know, worth buying and stuff like that. And it was this pink Toyota Yaris. It was, the moment I saw it, I was like, I want it. I wanted it so much. Like, it was just, my heart was so set on it. And the price at the time was like something ridiculous. Like, it was more than $10,000. It was 2015, so this was a 2012 model. So naturally, it was like practically a new car. And it looked impeccable. It was just this unbelievable pink car. And I wanted it so bad. My heart was like, I was simultaneously heartbroken because I knew that I couldn't get it. Like, there was really no way in the immediate future that I was going to be able to purchase this vehicle. And at the same time, I wanted it so much. My heart was set on getting it. And I literally turned to my husband. We were in the car, we were driving, and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, look at that car. And he's like, oh yeah, it's cute, you know, it would suit you, but you know. And I was like, I'm gonna get that car. I will be driving that car one day. There is no doubt about it. I'm gonna get that car. I was just so set on, like, I wanted that car. It was just this. And I'm not a kind of person, like, I'm not the kind of person who will see things and just like want everything and be like, oh, I want that, I want that, I want, you know, incredible homes and clothes and everything. I don't want things. I'm weird that way. So considering all that, I really was actually taken aback from my own need to buy this specific car. Like, it was just so weird and out of character, out of norm. Like, it was completely insane, especially considering our financial situation and that it was not something that in the immediate future would be a thing. I knew that the car would probably be sold in no time because, let's face it, it's a cute car. There will be someone who would want to buy it. So I was just like so set on getting this car. Like, I wanted the pink or Cosmopolitan, as it says on its paperwork, the Cosmopolitan pink Toyota Yaris. I was just like, please, I need to find a way to get this car. And I kind of like let it sit in the back of my mind. I didn't really think about it after because I resigned myself to the fact that yes, I really, really want it and I am going to get it somehow, someday, but that wasn't going to be now. So it kind of slipped my mind, and then moving forward to 2019, I started looking for a car for myself, wanting to find a car that kind of wasn't like too big. I wanted to learn how to drive on it as well. I am currently learning. I have my learner's permit here in Australia. You get a learner's permit and then you get your driver's license. So I currently have my learner's permit and I'm able to drive along with another driver sitting next to me. So being in that stage, our station wagon really wasn't cutting it. So I really, really wanted a car that would suit me and just be me. And I can learn how to drive on it, and then that would be my car. Do everything I wanted to do my shopping, anything I needed to do. So we started looking for a car, and my husband was looking at like slightly larger vehicles. We were looking into the like Toyota, Holden, but we weren't really 100% sure where we were going to end up. We did start looking at smaller vehicles like the Toyota Yaris or the other one's called, like the Honda Jazz, I believe, was another one. Just all sorts of like those small kinds of vehicles, you get the idea. And we kind of decided that we were gonna go and see a couple of cars that day that weren't like, I liked them, but it was like, you know, I did like the cars, but it was just something was missing, but I couldn't put my finger on it. So we had a specific budget in mind and we had set our limit in the app that we were searching for that budget. And last minute, my husband was like, you know what, let's up the budget just a little bit. It was only like a $500 difference. Anyway, just to have a look and see, you know, if there's anything else out there that might, you know. And we upped the budget and needless to say, we started looking through the different cars that popped up. There were just a few extras from the previous ones that we were looking at. And one car was listed on that day and it was like, it had everything we wanted, it had everything that we know, everything with all its paperwork was sorted out, and it was a pink Toyota Yaris. And the moment I saw it, it was like, I had seen so many cars and there were certain cars that I was like, yeah, let's go see it. I'd be more than happy to buy this one and drive this car. I'd be more than happy to drive it. But when I saw this car, I was like, I need to go see this car. My previous like 2015 thoughts hadn't even come into my, like, I don't know if it was like in the back of my mind kind of driving me towards it, but I needed to see this car and I needed to, I felt like it was mine. It was like, it was the weirdest thing. So we went to see it thinking we were also going to go see another car after it. The moment I saw it, guys, the moment I opened the door and I sat in the driver's seat, the moment it was just, I was like, this is my car. This is my car. And my husband was actually being sneaky and telling me that, you know, maybe we should go check out the other car. And, you know, it's small, it's this. He was finding like these odd reasons for me not to buy the car, kind of testing me to see how persistent I was going to be in buying this specific car. Because he's a little tease. He is a tease, my hubby. So he was like, do whatever you want. Like, I do prefer the other car we're going to go see, but, you know, whatever. And usually when my husband doesn't agree with me on purchasing something, especially when it comes to cars, I usually trust his judgment and kind of, you know, back off at least to go and see the other car. In this instant, I was like, I want this car. We're buying this car. I decided on the spot. Even the guy selling it, it was actually a couple. It was the woman's car. I was like, I want the car. I'm buying the car. He was shocked. Everyone was shocked. We went to see it along with my brother and his girlfriend. I was like, we're taking it. I'm taking it. This is my car. So we got the car. I was like, in the moment, like once everything was arranged, we sorted out like when we were gonna pick it up, when we we're gonna transfer money, all that fun stuff. We were driving back and my husband was like, so I don't think you remember something. And I said, what? He goes, remember back in 2015 when we had spotted this kind of car in the dealership of Toyota near your aunt's house? And I was like, oh, everything just clicked. Like in my brain, there was this like click, like the missing puzzle piece in why I felt so sure about this car just kind of went plunk in place. And I was like, it's my car. That is exactly like, yes. Oh my gosh, like it is my car. I knew it back then, I know it now, and I am so happy and so excited, and like I cannot even like, yeah. Like my happiness levels. And I actually, we purchased the car literally right in the middle of the previous cycle of testing. So that really helped my mood, like not, you know, because like other things were happening, and that's a good thing. It's good to kind of do other things, and it's good to, you know, life kind of works outside of trying to have a baby, because I would need a car to get to doctor appointments. I would need a car to do like a whole bunch of things for babies. So I have a pink Toyota Yaris. The excitement levels. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell how excited I am about it. I am so happy, guys. I got my new car. I am blabbering on. Gosh, okay. I knew this would turn into a blabbery video. It's a sentimental, like, the happiness and the fulfillment. I felt fulfilled. I felt like it was the right thing for me. Like, perfect timing, or everything just fitted perfectly. It's like, in life sometimes when you really want something, it might not be the right time when you want it, but there will come a time when it's like, yeah, this is the time, here you go. Everything is about timing, and everything is about believing in the fact that you will get what you want, as long as it's like within a normal, like, I'm not talking about bazillion dollars and stuff like that. But when you really want something, and it's like your heart is set on it, it will happen. It might happen in a different way than you expected. It might take a little bit more time than you expected. It might like literally like kind of go to the back of your mind and you're not thinking about it, and suddenly you're like, oh. So yeah, that's my little message for today, guys. I am super happy and stoked, and yeah. I'm also happy that I'm filming a video that is not pregnancy related. You know, it's good to do other things in life. I'm excited. I'm gonna go now. I'm too excited for my own good. Bye.